What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shakes, and so coming guys with a video right now. So I want to go over some big news, and I mean, obviously we're gonna go through rumors of we had the Senior Bowl this week, if you guys didn't know. So we looked at some players, obviously, but the quarterback position has been probably the biggest position we want to see. What we're getting out of these quarterbacks. Okay, I know Kenny Pickett had a really good senior week. A couple good practices. Malik Willis had a couple really good practices, okay? When it comes to accuracy, was pretty good. He missed on some targets, but his speed looks like he's going in slow motion. It looks like he barely even has to really try when he starts, building himself up in the pocket, being patient. But it looks like, there's a lot of front office guys that do talk during this time during the Senior Bowl. And there are some rumors close to Howie Rosmean that Howie Rosmean has been eyeing Malik Willis. Malik Willis is a quarterback from Liberty that has really good arm talent, but this whole quarterback class is not great. But misses targets consistently, and I'm not surprised over this. I'm really not. Eyeing a quarterback, I'm not surprised. I'm really not. That's why, before the season even starts this year, I've been going to this whole off season. I'm sitting here to myself, I just don't get what's going on here. Howie Rosmean is eyeing Malik Willis. I'm not surprised. I'm not. Senior Bowl was this week. I heard a couple, going around some of the quarterbacks. I mean, Kenny Pickett had a couple good days, but Malik Willis had a really good 2 practices this week, okay? So, obviously, a lot of front office people talk. A lot of scouting guys talk to each other during this time. And usually you hear rumors about GMs that are interested or have been keeping an eye on certain players, and one of those players is quarterback Malik Willis, the Liberty quarterback that's got a really good elite arm, really good speed, faster than Jalen Hurts, but consistently, he's not accurate consistently. You know what I mean? Howie Rosmean interested in Malik Willis, the quarterback from Liberty. I'm not really surprised over this at all. Okay, number one, you go into the Senior Bowl this week. There was a couple quarterbacks that played pretty well. Kenny Pickett played good. Malik Willis played really well. So this is a time when some of the scouts do talk to each other. Maybe some of the GMs maybe talk to each other, and rumors start to brew over to see what teams are specifically looking at what positions. And it looks like Howie Rosmean has been eyeing Malik Willis at practice. There has been some photos that have been released. I couldn't find them before, but you see Howie Rosmean kind of sitting by the quarterbacks a little bit. So I don't know where this is going. And look, Malik Willis had 2 really good practices. He was accurate. He looks like he doesn't even have to try when he starts running. He's very fast, faster than Jalen Hurts. Got the speed, is a read option, RPO type quarterback, but, a better throwing arm. But obviously in Liberty, not consistently throwing, accurately, but, it's something to work on. That's why this quarterback draft is not good, okay? At the end of the day, it's not a good draft. But this is what I was afraid of. And look, I said if I was to draft a quarterback, Malik Willis would be my guy. If that's the case, then I don't know. If you're drafting Malik Willis, he's not going to be a top 10 pick. He might not even be a top 20 pick. He might not. Maybe he'll be the 20th. Maybe he'll be between 20. I don't know. I mean, I think maybe he could be picked late if there's a really needy team that needs to move up from the second round, maybe to 28, 29. I don't know. But he could be a day 2 pick at the end of the day. So I don't know. I mean, every time we talk about this, we think they're going to go here, but they never do. So quarterbacks are very limited skill set wise, that you're going to pick a quarterback in this draft and he's going to start for you day 1. But are the Eagles going to go this route? I have no idea. Now, if you guys remember earlier this year when Jalen Hurts was just not having good games, you heard that there was a rumor between Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Rosmean, how they had a split between Jalen Hurts, that Jeffrey Lurie wanted to keep Jalen Hurts and give him more time. Howie Rosmean kind of wanted to, cut the rope and just, start looking for quarterbacks. And he was looking for quarterbacks. He went to the Sam Howell, Kenny Pickett game. And now at the Senior Bowl, he's been looking at Malik Willis. I'm not surprised. Howie's doing his due diligence as a GM. But if you know you're set at quarterback, you don't go out and scout quarterbacks, okay? There's no way. Unless Malik Willis is going to be a second, third round pick, I don't know. I don't know where this guy's. I don't know where these quarterbacks are going to go. I really don't at this point. But at the end of the year, you say Jalen Hurts is starting quarterback for 2022. And then you're now more news. And I figured, maybe he was at the Kenny Pickett Sam Howell game. Maybe he was thinking about drafting a quarterback, and maybe he kind of turned off the road a little bit and said, you know what, I'm not going to do that. But after naming Jalen Hurts starting quarterback next year, now you're eyeing Malik Willis from the Senior Bowl. Something doesn't add up here in my book of what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen because, like I said, guys, 3 first-round picks are great. It's good when we were happy when we received them, but at the same time, he could mess up this draft, okay? And it's terrifying to have over $40 million in cap space. It's terrifying that we have 3 first-round picks, 10 to 12 picks in this draft, and could acquire more draft capital and acquire more cap space from certain players not being here, trades, whatever is going to go on. But if there is legit interest, I know it's very early right now. Once we get through the combine, we see the testing, see what these quarterbacks can do. And specifically, I'm talking about quarterbacks to see if Howie Rosmean is really interested. And maybe Malik Willis is that type of guy that they want in the building. I have no idea. But can Jalen Hurts settle to be a backup quarterback if they draft this kid? I don't even know. If you draft Malik Willis, it can't be high. Okay, he's got to be a second-round pick. At the end of the day, the Eagles need to draft him in the second round if that's what they want to do, because I don't want to waste a first-round pick on a quarterback this year. I really don't. I was already on the move of making Jalen Hurts the starter next year, use those 3 first-rounders, trade one back for security for 2023, and just build your roster. That's all I want. That's it. Because then when you build your roster and you say, okay, Jalen Hurts isn't the guy next year. He's not playing well. There's things going down. And it might not just be him that's off the team next year. It could be Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator. There could be a lot more that goes into it than just our quarterback situation. Because on top of our quarterback situation right now, I'm not a big fan of our offensive coordinator and how he's distributing this football to everybody. And I understand that Hurts is missing targets and all that stuff. So I obviously know that, okay? But the decision-making has to be better, and you have to get your first-round pick the ball in Devontae Smith. So there's a lot that goes into it, okay? We've talked about it a million times, but this right here is definitely something we have to watch out for in the near future, because if he's eyeing a quarterback, it's going to be him. It's going to be. And you know what? It's a quarterback that I want, but I really don't want him because I don't want a quarterback, period. All I did was pretty much make a video last week on if you force me to pick a quarterback. Because at the end of the day, I like Malik Willis. You know what I mean? I'd pick Malik Willis over anybody. That's pretty much my quarterback for this draft if I had to choose. Other than that, I don't think they should waste it. Because if they use a second-round pick on a quarterback again, if he's even in the second round, which I don't see him being – these quarterbacks you draft in the first round, I just don't get, what you're getting out of these guys. That need a lot of work. Okay, you draft Malik Willis in the second round. That's another second-round pick that – is not going to do anything in his first year. And you draft a quarterback like that, you're not drafting him as a backup. Because I'm telling you right now, if they draft a guy like this as a backup quarterback, it's going to piss me off. It really is. I'm tired of this crap, okay? But it is what it is. I mean, you have Gardner Minshew on the roster. So depending if Gardner Minshew, something happens to him before the draft, then I can see them maybe getting him on the roster to learn from Jalen Hurts until he's good enough to be the starter. I don't know. I don't even want to think about quarterbacks right now. I really don't. I'm not even interested in this right now. It's just crazy. But sorry to make this video as long as it possibly is, but just have to vent a little bit and get it off my mind. So other than that, guys, pretty much it. You guys let me know what you guys think about Howie Rosmean eyeing Malik Willis and paying attention to Malik Willis at the Senior Bowl this year. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So other than that, I will see you guys later. SHAKESQUAD up, balls live. Peace out, guys. Peace.